And let's now get the latest details from our correspondent, Paul Njie, who joins us live from Douala at this time. Paul, thank you for your time. It looks pretty calm behind you, but you can tell us a bit more about what it's been like, the atmosphere for the better part of the day, and of course how Kamto's supporters have reacted to the series of events that have occurred over the last few days.
Yes, Wahiga, pretty calm in Douala, but it's an atmosphere of disappointment and despair for supporters of Kamto, who had come to their party's headquarters to greet him and, of course, wish him well ahead of the presidential elections. But the Cameroonian forces, the Cameroonian police and gendarmes disrupted that gathering, saying that it was not authorized. The CRM party chairman, Professor Maurice Kamto, said that the administration had been informed of his meeting here in Douala, so he was really dumbfounded as to why he was denied access to his party headquarters here in Douala. But he did say that he was also restricted from going out of his place of residence to attend that meeting. And of course, for more than 24 hours, he was, confined to that location. And he put out a statement saying that those people who are trying to engineer disorder in the country will have to answer for it and will bear the full responsibility for their actions. It's been disappointment, but of course there's some calm now. We didn't see the large crowds that turned up here yesterday in the streets to support Professor Maurice Kamto, but of course people say that the system is trying to engineer a scheme where Professor Maurice Kamto would be excluded from the political race or the presidential race in October.
I mean, Paul, the reports are that he's en route to Yaoundé. Talk to us about what his mission is there, and might he face some of the restrictions that he faced in Douala in Yaoundé?
Well, we can now confirm, Wahiga, that Professor Maurice Kamto is already in Yaoundé, and as he's moving in with his entourage, we can see a group of passers-by waving and, of course, praising him for coming back. But that's nothing compared to what he witnessed in France, where they were jeering, of course, crowds supporting and congratulating him. Professor Maurice Kamto probably might address what's been happening in the last couple of days, maybe tomorrow or in the coming days. But of course, when we spoke to one party representative, he told us that Professor Maurice Kamto is serene, that he left Douala on his own terms, on his own accord, and that, of course, he's looking forward to the presidential race in October.
I mean, just if you can very briefly, give us a few more details about what he was doing in France, what he said in these meetings that may have alarmed the authorities. Just paint for us a picture of some of those movements.
So he was in France by the end of May to canvass for the support of the Cameroonian diaspora. And there he made key promises to them, saying that he's going to include, his government is going to be a more inclusive government where the plight of the Cameroonian diaspora would be taken into account. But he also did say that he's going to guarantee the safety of President Paul Biya if at all he does win the election. And that did not go down well with Cameroonian government officials, who said that he is of no position to guarantee the protection of an incumbent president, and that it should be the other way around. So it's been, it's been received with mixed feelings here in Cameroon.
Paul Njie, thanks so much for those latest updates, joining us from Douala with that perspective.